Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, August the 3rd, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balanced, and a synopsis possibly of what this is all about, or a mile marker or signpost card at the end to say where are you going. So, the general energy card of the year is the Tear. This is a profound year that could allow you to break through some old dramas, traumas, pains that you have not looked at within yourself and that are ready to be rise to the surface and be healed. And the tear is that place that if you just let one tear fall, it can open the the pool of tears that are needing to be let go of. It can open your vulnerability. It can open your sense of yourself. It can open your sense to other people seeing you with greater depth and appreciation and understanding. It can open the ancestors to recognize how much work you've done and how much you honor the path that you're on. It can open your own soul to feel like it's not clugged up and bound up and hiding from things and avoiding things and not facing stuff that it really could face and be healed with if it allowed itself. There's never a wrong place or time. Um, but there is a sense of with the tear that it could open floodgates, and it might be really important for you to have supportive people around you this year if the tears start to flow for you. uh, so this is a year about tears, and so what is the challenge that you have this year? It's the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is often about feeling very inspired, and that you've made something that's very uh, noteworthy and full of your fire and your passion, and you've really given yourself to something that really feels uh, very intrinsic to your push, your drive, your will, and you could be comfortable right now. At the same time, there's the looking at the horizon, going, but what about what else is out there? What about what else is coming down? What have I missed? So the challenge I think with the Three of Wands is really to allow yourself to miss something, and to allow yourself to feel like there's something else out there, even though you might be very satisfied with what you're doing right now and how you're using your fire and your push, how you're using your anger for positive creation, how you're channeling your passion into something that's feeding others and talking to others, and talking to yourself and talking to your soul. And it's a place where you could be again a sense of happy, but there's something longing in you and there's something missing in you. Maybe it's a sense of missing a person that is no longer with you and that you have not yet grieved for. So in either case, it's a sense of, what are the tears talking about for you here? Well, the tears are talking about either thinking that you can't go on a journey of self-discovery elsewhere and leave behind what you've created, or the tears are for what you've left behind, and possibly a person or an adventure or another aspect of yourself that's been calling to you, but you haven't really been able to face or listen to. So there's a lot of possibilities here. So what's the action to take? Well, the action to take is Dragonfly. And Dragonfly is about visioning, daydreaming, going into those altered spaces of meditation and really feeling into the truth of the matter, seeing into the truth as it's presented to you in the etheric planes. There's a lot more truth out there than our minds can often give us. There's a lot more truth out there than our passions and our push can often show us, because we're driven on some level. So the challenge being to drive yourself forward towards something, or to not drive yourself beyond where you are and really face the loss and the challenge that you have inside of you, can call for a good dragonfly lesson of sitting by a lake and listening to, closing your eyes and listening to the birds and the creatures and the insects and the bugs and feeling the energy of that daydream and sense that there's something more than what you're doing. There's something wider than what you're understanding. And those beings can talk to you and give you a greater sense of your teardrops helping them. Your teardrops are the ocean, your teardrops are the flow, your teardrops are the salt of life, your teardrops are the thing that releases you from your trauma and your pain and opens you up to the next thing that's coming down the road. So I think the dragonfly really talks about the teardrops and the vision that comes when you allow yourself to cry, when you allow yourself to grieve for what you don't think you're allowed to have, or for someone you don't think that you're allowed to be around. And so there's this need for nature's teardrops to fall, and for those teardrops to feed others and not just sit inside of you and choke back on you and deliver you to depressions and sinus headaches and the question of what are you really driving for? What's really important to you? So where does this all go? This is the beautiful soul card without any description. Where does it all go? I think you're going to be in touch with your softer side this year. You're going to be not so pushed to just do, but to honestly feel and intuit where you need to go, and not just think about where you need to go and drive yourself in that direction. And maybe this is really about blending your intuition with your analysis and coming to a much stronger place in your divinity. This is, I think, a lot about letting messages come to you this year, and messages about finding peace, messages about finding sanctuary. And sanctuary might be an important detail for you this year, to find the sanctuaries that have meaning for you and to keep using those sanctuaries as places of retreat where you can go and personally grieve and be with people who also can help you to grieve, and you can do it in a safe and loving place, and you can be nurtured, and you can be sanctified, and you can be holy in your grief, and you can be opening in your visionings, and you can be allowing in what might come down the road that you haven't been able to see or honor because you're been pushing in some direction for some time to have something be accomplished that inspires you. But there are other ways to be inspired, and I think this is the time to really honor that your path can be clear and clean, and you can be much more calm and sacred in your movement. So allow yourself the tears of joy, the tears of grace, the tears of cleansing, and the tears of blessing that can help you to release and ground into a new reality and envision yourself in a new dynamic world, but one where you're more at peace than you are pushing so hard that you can't see yourself and honor yourself anymore. Blessed be.